Hey, how's it going, everybody? Good afternoon, happy Monday. Well, we got a heat wave. We knew we weren't going to make it through the rest of this summer without getting a heat index advisory. I guess it's supposed to get to upper 90s today. It looks like we're about 88 degrees right now, which isn't too bad. It was in the mid 70s when we walked into work this morning, which wasn't bad. So, yeah, let's see some scenes of summer here. We'll do the usual stuff that we normally do, nothing exciting here. We'll just head through Millenium Park, check out the Bean, and then we'll go over to Buckingham Fountain, and we'll probably round it out by heading back up State Street or Wabash through the loop there. Get some views of the loop there on the way back there. So summer's still in full swing. Nando's has the second level window open there, which is nice. You can sit out there, nice views. We'll head by Metello's. People here on Randolph here, or heading down to Randolph. We're on Michigan Avenue here still. Hey Michael, how you doing there? Two Michaels, Michael Rodriguez and Michael Anderson. Thanks for tuning in there. Richard Biddle, how you doing there? Who else am I missing here? Thanks for tuning in here. Happy Monday. Yeah, I hope you're staying cool. Yeah, like we're in a heat wave here. I was mentioning that earlier. Lisa, how you doing there? So we have 88 degrees. Still not unbearably hot yet. I got my shorts on. Hey, Michigan Avenue. Yeah, we got some people here. Riding the bike there. Got the skateboard. Man, the paper ceiling. There's sirens. May, how you doing there? Hubert, Dave. Dave and Bangor, Maine. See, we got Dave, Jeffrey. We got Dave and Bangor, Maine. I hope everybody's staying cool here. Heat wave. Got some wind here, so it's probably hard to hear me, but it should calm down. We got the tall buildings here. Time. We'll head across Randolph, get to the park there, see if people are cooling down there by the Crown Fountain, go by the Bean. Michigan Avenue traffic's back to normal, whatever that is, after the DNC. There was the sirens. There's the fire trucks over there by the Prudential. Come some more sirens. Looks like that's where the action is right there. Darlene, yeah, May, Richard. There's what's going on there. It's underneath the Prudential. Alright, well, we'll head into the park here. We'll let the professionals do their work there. Hey, that's a nice way to ride the scooter there. You put your luggage on the back there. You see that? Chris, yeah, East Lansing, how you doing there? Yeah, thanks everybody for saying hello. Here, the Lunch Bunch, Sharon. Jonathan, yeah, Alvin, I think I got you there, Hubert, Sharon, yeah, thanks everybody. Good. Guess we got to check on John James, see how he's doing. He usually tunes in, but I don't blame him for taking a break. He's been watching so consistently. Hey, the nice street wall here. See, we're by the Cultural Center there. There he is. See, right on cue. John James, how you doing there? See, we've just, your ears must have been ringing there. Thanks for saying hello. Appreciate it. And yeah, we'll head into Millenium Park here. And try to beat the heat. It's a quiet Monday. I guess a lot of people are, I guess it's back to school day. Not all the schools are going back today. Hey, there's the macaws. I want to call them toucans, but they're macaws. The beautiful birds with the plumage. It's almost like Toucan Sam there with the cereal box. Yeah, there they are. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good. How you doing? Yeah, beautiful birds here. Beautiful birds. How you doing there? So here. Birthday party. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. See, look, I'm driving my TikTok audience away with the sub-only chants. That's not the intention there, Chris. And yeah, if you don't want to watch, I understand completely. See, I'm really happy. I'm appreciative you watch here on YouTube, so you can comment here on YouTube, no problem. I am really angry at TikTok personally. I personally do not like TikTok, but we have such a great audience on there that I'm staying on TikTok to mainly for my subscribers on TikTok. I understand if you don't subscribe on TikTok. I don't blame you for not watching. You can watch other people on TikTok. There's so much other content for free. I won't fault anybody if I alienate anybody with the sub-only chats, but you can watch the reruns for free. I still post reruns. Hopefully they'll show up there every once in a while on your For You page there, and you don't have to give me a hard money or anything. I appreciate people watching me on YouTube. I personally do not like TikTok. The only reason I'm staying on there is because of my great subscribers and my audience. I have 60,000, over 60,000 followers on TikTok that will not watch me on YouTube. It's very frustrating for me too. I tell them that they can watch and comment like you are for free here on YouTube, and I appreciate you for doing it, Chris. Thanks a lot. But you know, if I leave TikTok or leave YouTube, I don't think no one will miss me. I don't think you'll miss me or anybody else, so I appreciate it. And there's plenty of other content. You realize how unimportant we all are in the world there. And I don't understand why it's so important for people to be able to comment. I usually enjoy passively watching. There's several live streamers I watch. I never comment. I never really want to interact. That's just my personal. Other people, it angers them that they can't comment, or maybe it angers that they think I'm trying to make money off. That's not why I'm doing. The reason I do sub only on TikTok is because TikTok is horrible to their creators. They're driving their creators away, including me. We get banned for stupid reasons. They take all the profits, and even my subscriptions. Even though I only charge $2.99 on TikTok. See, Chris, aren't you glad you brought this up? Very sore spot. They take 70% of the profits of my subscriptions. So I appreciate that you don't subscribe on TikTok, because it's a ripoff. I'll be the first to admit it. Don't give TikTok your credit card information. So many other people have given TikTok their credit, and they start charging their account. They can't stop their subscriptions. TikTok is horrible. I hate TikTok. I hope it's banned. So thanks for following me here on YouTube, because I'm just planning for the future when eventually you won't be able to watch me on TikTok. So it doesn't matter if I have a subscription or not. And you're way ahead of the curve here by watching me on YouTube. I appreciate it. So here's the Great Bean of Chicago. Here we are. Hey, yeah, pick her up here. Look at that, yeah. Yeah, hello. Puts us in a good mood there. People enjoying the beautiful bright sunshine here. Christopher, what the fuck am I supposed to do, Christopher? I hate TikTok. Everybody keeps like poking the bear. You know, you understand why. I have an audience on TikTok that will not watch me on YouTube, so I'm supposed to abandon them because a few people won't watch me, you know. It's very frustrating, you know. So Christopher, thank you for understanding. You have the same issue. Christopher produces wonderful content on YouTube. YouTube does not push live streamers. YouTube is not a good friend of creators either. And excuse my anger here. I'm very angry about TikTok, and you know, I don't take criticism well. I know, you know, so what? People don't watch me on TikTok, so what? You know, so people don't watch me on YouTube, so what? You know, I'm just a person here. You don't have to watch this. Appreciate it, you know. Serve some value. We have a good community. You know, it just cracks me up. No matter what I do, you know, so if I opened it up to everybody, I do not enjoy live streaming with the common stroll. It's not because of Chris. Chris is a good person. It's because of everybody else that won't follow me that just trolls people. And then I got moderators, and then people get angry with the moderators. We got all this drama with my moderators. People still find me. Why did I get blocked by my... So I do the sub only chance. It solves it. No one can even comment, you know, unless you subscribe. Shows you how stupid all this social media is. We're all stupid. I'm stupid for being on it here. Here, look at this nice, look at this beautiful sculptures here. Here, yeah, look at this nice. We're just showing scenes of the city here. I'm not even going to look at the comments here. I just cringe. I do not enjoy the comment scroll most of the time. I just don't. I think most people understand that by now if you've been long-time followers. I try to interact the best I can, and if people don't enjoy it, that's fine. You can bash me, hate me, whatever you want to do in the comments. Do whatever makes you feel better here. Here's the, look at that. Look at the nice, weird looking, that's a, I don't want to call that person weird. It's a fellow Chicagoan there. Appreciate people volunteering their faces here, putting their faces on the Crown Fountain here. Nice and hot here. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it. Thanks, people, for the appreciation. I just don't understand a lot about social media. I guess I'm an old person behind the times. I just don't understand why people that cannot comment, it just drives them nuts on TikTok. But it's TikTok that has failed us, not me. TikTok, you understand, people. If I wouldn't do the sub only chance, I cannot stand being on TikTok anymore without the sub only chats is the only thing that keeps me on it, because I enjoy live streaming when we have a limited amount of comments like we do here on YouTube. YouTube, it's free. Anybody can comment. And it just cracks me up. All these people are like, well, I can't watch. I can't afford to. I'm fine. Don't watch it. I don't expect anybody can. I don't want anybody to give TikTok their credit card information. I don't even want to do business with TikTok. I think they're a horrible company. Now I'm on YouTube. I hope TikTok's banned. I am serious. And then people might watch me on YouTube here, like you guys, which I appreciate. Here, we'll cross the street here. We'll get the light here if we can. Yeah, we got the light. Hey, Georgie O'Keefe's here, playing on, has a traveling exhibit here at the Art Institute of Chicago here. We'll keep on cruising here. No, I appreciate Christopher and everybody else. I hope I didn't alienate anybody. Some days I don't want to live stream, but I still feel obligated to. Feel like I'm being controlled like the Manchurian Candidate. It makes me frustrated and angry. So here, maybe it's just the hot temperatures here. I'll feel better once we get around the Buckingham Fountain there. We'll film the beautiful Buckingham Fountain here over our lunch break here. How's everybody doing here? I'm not looking at the comments because I just can't stand criticism. I know most of them are probably positive. I appreciate it. I don't understand. People can watch for free on TikTok. You don't have to pay me anything. You can still comment on the reruns. You can still message me. There's still ways to comment, contact me. If you don't like me, you can find a way to reach out to me and bash me and rip me a new asshole, whatever people want to do. Most people are just simply enjoying this content, just enjoying me walking around. You can watch this Gemini. This Gemini does a wonderful job on YouTube. He doesn't talk over his videos, so it's probably more people watch his videos because he doesn't talk over them, which he's onto something there. I probably don't even need to talk over mine. I try to interact with people and answer people's questions and stuff like that. You know, so it has value here. There's the Sears Tower. There's the Route 66 begin sign there. Hey, I hear oh, there's a nice trumpeter there. Look at that. Traffic noise is ruining it. So, hey, there's the Symphony Center there. Thanks, very lucky guy. Thanks everybody for your good positive reinforcement. Hey, let's head into this nice Oh, they got it closed off. So, you know, there's this beautiful courtyard. Yeah, I thought they would have it open since the DNC's open, but I guess they're cleaning it up here. The gardens are currently closed. We can feel, this is how I feel. This is honestly how I feel what the future of America is. Like, there'll be beautiful stuff and it'll all be gated off unless you can afford it, unless you're rich enough to bribe the Supreme Court or pay off political campaigns. Those are the only people that matter in America anymore. It's not us regular people. The Federal Reserve and government only exists for the stock market and for corporations and Warren Buffett, and they own America, and all of us just work for them. We'll be excluded from the vast wealth of this nation. You know, it's such a shame because it's such a wealthy country. We can afford to spread the wealth, you know. And I honestly fear that both parties have been bought off by corporate interest, and one party's slightly better than the other, but it doesn't mean that there isn't too much money sloshing around the system. We live in a society where the stock market never goes down. Isn't it great? If you own assets, it's great. If you're the rest of us, we just get to complain because we didn't buy into the ownership society there. Hey, let's head over to the Buckingham fountain here. There, Route 66. See, and right there, because that song's playing, I cannot monetize this without scrubbing out that song. And, you know, I feel for people that have copyrights. You know, TikTok should pay the people that have copyrights more too. TikTok gets away with the minute that I take advantage of too, the minute samples, and somehow their lawyers have been able to get away with it. Here's Sir George Schulte. I'm glad that some of the record companies push back at TikTok using the AI, and so that's why some of the people, you know, you lip sync to a certain song and all of a sudden it disappeared. The whole catalog, I think all the Beatles disappeared. It was funny, but I guess now they got them back there. There, look, the Metropolitan Center there, our Metropolitan building, the whole street wall here on. Hey, May, John James, Julie Reed, Michael Anderson. Hey, thanks, Michael. Thanks for understanding. Yeah, artists have always had a love-hate relationship with the marketing, you know. Everything that can be monetized will be monetized, sold and bought on the corner market there, including UI and our unborn children, taxes. Hey, look at that. Hey, we got 50 people still tuning in, even though I go on my tirades there. Thanks for sticking on here. Hey, that's a nice view there, looking there. So we're almost up to 90 degrees. Probably above 90 with the heat index. Feels like summer as it should. There's the nice street wall there along Michigan Avenue, building street wall. Look at that. I just have a lot of anger issues. I should run for political office and just air my grievances and just make a bunch of I statements. Me, I, me, mine. You know, just like the old Beatles song at the Let It Be album, I, me, mine. Sounds like a certain political candidate, right? It's all about me. I'm only running for revenge and to air my grievances, and if I don't get my way, I'll throw a tantrum and blame it on everybody else because it can't be my fault. Here, we'll go past I'm joking, I'm being sarcastic. Here, I'll go past the sitting Lincoln. Often we go past the standing Lincoln there. Lincoln Park. Well, we got 12:14. We're doing great on time. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Welcome to Chicago. Here we are in Grant Park. We already worked through Millennium Park. Now we'll go by the Lincoln statue here. Abraham Lincoln sitting down here at Land of Lincoln. Some people sitting there. Yeah, zoom in here. You'd vote for me? Thanks, Bell. I appreciate it. No, the last thing I would want to do is run for political office, because then I would actually have to make campaign promises I couldn't keep, and I feel bad about it because I'd want to keep them. You got to be a real chameleon, tell people what they want to hear, deal with Congress, and no matter what, you know, we're such a divided nation that I don't know if I think we're actually to a point that I don't think any party or politician could unite the country. I think we're too far damaged, and maybe I should be more optimistic. I don't think we've ever. It was always an illusion. We always were a nation. When have Americans ever agreed on anything? Very rarely. You know, except when we were united by a common enemy, like in World War II. Look at this garden. They got this nice garden here. They're watering the garden. Yeah, you got some corn. Yeah, look at this beautiful garden here, city in a garden, like the city skyline there. So this is different than the Lurie Gardens. This is down towards the Buckingham fountain here, and they got they got some corn stalks. They got some little garden here, and we've seen farmers markets and little gardens throughout the city. Green City Market gets but I don't know about this stuff here. This is just like ornamental stuff. Looks like there's some giant squash, and look at the size of that corn there. Yeah, I got some ornamental kale and cabbage. It's nice to see this. See, it heals my angry spirit here. This is good. There you can see the skyline there. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, let's go check out the fountain over here. Let's see what's going on here. Hey, look how high, look at that geyser. Look how high the fountain's. Shoots over 100 feet in the air, I think. Hey, Dolores, Bell. How's everybody doing here? Yeah, we'll head across the street here. Hey, we got the walk here. Yeah, so here's the Buckingham Fountain in Grant Park, 1217. We got 88 degrees, moving up to the 90s here, end of August. Yeah, I'm glad finally Lollapalooza's over, and NASCAR, and all we got coming up that's going to affect this is the Taste of Chicago, which it'll be free and open to the public. It won't be blocked off like it was so many weekends in the summer here. Sold to corporate America. I know people don't think of NASCAR and Lollapalooza as corporate America, but they are. Everything will be bought and sold, including our public parks. But I know the city and the hotel fills the hotels, helps out the local tax base, and so we got to sell off our parks to offer so many free things that we do. All the free amusements that the city offers, including the House Music Festival, the Blues Festival, Jazz Festival. There goes the fountain, Buckingham Fountain here. All the fireworks at Navy Pier. It pays for all that. So, see, positive, negatives, everything. We'll take it. And so, Yeah, here's the Buckingham fountain here. Hey, look at that, the skyline there. We'll zoom around there. Hey, you can feel the spray there. Yeah, throw it on your flat screen TV. That's why I personally prefer YouTube, just like you. Thank you for enjoying this 720p landscape live stream. I know people want 4K. It's hard to... Oops, somebody's picture here. Sorry. I got to back up here. We got all these pictures going on here. Yeah, thanks Denise there. Yeah, it's pretty hot there. Yeah, next week it's going to cool down finally. Thanks, Darlene, talking for Christopher. I apologize, Christopher, for losing my temper. I know you asked such a simple question, and you know what it's like. You deal with it. You deal with it better than I do. I just have the wrong temperament for the comment stroll. I never, you think after a year and a half or 2 years, I would learn just to ignore comments I disagree with, but that's just not my nature. I internalize everything. I try to realize, even though it's constructive criticism, people are just trying to help out. I try to understand why people are commenting the way they do and how it affects the quality of the streams I'm producing, so I internalize it and dwell on it too much. Just let it go. I'm just different than everybody else in the world. I've never really felt like I belonged on this planet. I've always felt like I've never been accepted by humanity. So I appreciate you on the lunch bunch. Thanks for accepting me. Thanks for understanding. Live streaming is a way for me to interact with the world. I don't like interacting with the world in real life. I'm an introvert. I don't really enjoy meeting people that I've never met before, but this with the camera, it makes it possible that I can meet people in the street that enjoy this, and you know, I like the separation, I like the distance, because that's how I've gotten used to live my life. I've lived a year and a half with COVID without interacting with anybody. You know what that does to somebody, you know, except for my family. You know, I dealt with my father and my sister and my brother-in-law and my nephews, which of course, and my cousins and stuff, which I appreciate. But you know, you realize I think that's the existential thing. We all of us face that. You realize the world really doesn't need you, you know, and the world goes on without you. That's why the COVID period was so disconcerting for so many people, and even people that were stuck with their families and stuff. You know, you feel like separated, and that's why we all turned to social media. I would not have been on social media if it wasn't for, I was completely off of social media, did not interact with it. And so now we're interacting again with a big way with this live streaming thing. Glad to do it. It's a way for me to talk about cities and architecture, people that live in cities, because cities are not cities without people, neighborhoods, demographics, how neighborhoods change over time, all the things we talk about and find so fascinating. And I need to get better at it. Like anything, it comes with its own pitfalls and travails. Look at this traffic here. We'll cross here at Columbus here. We'll see if we can get across here after the last traffic's moving through here really slowly. I guess everybody's backing up here. Hey, there's some geese crossing the White Columbus Avenue. Look at that, behind those cars moving there. So here we'll head across here before this traffic comes. This traffic's moving. We'll get this train coming here. Yeah, I feel you, Bill. I feel you, Bill. I know we all deal with loneliness. We all deal with urban alienation. I deal with it too. You know. And other people have lost loved ones. We're all going through grief and loneliness. We were talking about it on Friday. Sarah and May were talking about it. I know you're talking about it. It's good to talk about it. That's what we're doing here. That's why this search for is. Don't worry, I'm not going away. I just, every once in a while, I have to vent my frustrations, not towards anybody in particular. It's just a general thing, and things that bother me don't bother other people. Look at this artist in cars. Lucy Slawinski, Sliwinski, hedgerow, exhaust pipes and reflectors, 2006. So this is an artwork sculpture here in Grant Park. Look at this giant flower. They got some giant flowers over here. I like this industrial artwork made out of found junked auto parts. Recycle them, make artwork. I think John Kearney would be proud. Here, let's head over this way. Let's check out these giant flowers here. Now it's feeling hot. It's feeling really hot here. Look how we can look up to the John Hancock, the whole skyline of Chicago here. Thanks for tuning in here. How you doing here? Happy Monday. Yeah, look at these giant flowers here. Sculptures. I think are these made out of metal too? What are these made out of? Yeah, we're over here by Ida B. Wells. Yeah, they're made out of metal. Huh. Giant flowers. There's one too. Yeah, people take sides. Yeah, people take sides. Yeah, it's the nature of it. I mean, that's why, you know, it's hard for me. I think some of the stress I deal with live streaming is people are always constantly trying to get me to take sides on things. Not just to make conversation, because they want to see where I stand on things. And I realize my opinions in the whole scheme of things, society, don't really matter. They're my opinions. The way I vote only affects me. It doesn't affect everybody else. You know, this whole influencing kind of cracks me up, because I don't want to be gaslighted, influenced. I don't want people to insult my intelligence. I want people to think for themselves. We can have rational arguments, let people come to their own conclusions, even about the, get me to, yeah, like, get 6 people underneath. It's like a chain letter, you know. TikTok Shop wants to be like Amazon, where everybody buys everything they freaking own through TikTok Shop, which is stupid. Be like, what, Alibaba? You know, go right to the source. Hey, Roosevelt University, Michigan Avenue here, the Congress Hotel. How's everybody doing? Thanks for tuning in here. Here, let's cross, this little roundabout here. Here's the bowman and the spearmen, these Native American indigenous, what used to be called American Indians. And they took the spear and the bow out. That used to be the bow there. You see their exaggerated features there. Hey, let's go over to these food trucks. There's some food trucks over here. Let's see what they're doing here. We got some sirens here. What time we got? 12:28. Yeah, let's go to this food truck area here. Hey, we got the light here. Yeah, let's go down this little plaza in front of Rosie. Playing some all profits to the corporations, not to the people. Buy back your stock. Any corporation that buys back your stock, I refuse to buy back their stock out of principle, even though it's profitable. I hope there'll be a reckoning when we remind people, when they just keep buying back their own stock. There, we got some DJs here. Yeah. The pizza dude. Yeah. Little kitchen. Cocinita. Hey, they got some water here. Are these free? Thank you so much. That is great. Appreciate it. I'll promote it here. Yeah, we got some Ice Mountain water. They're giving away Ice Mountain water here. Yeah, very nice. That made it worth it. Wet my whistle here on a hot day. See, I guess I should stop complaining. There are good things in the world here, so keep heading this way. How's it going, Lisa? Kevin? Yeah. So you feel better about yourself, Kevin, that the Tigers beat the worst team there in baseball? Yeah. It cracks me. It reminds me, I got that TikTok post. It was great. I was very happy those guys talked to me. I was up in Mariano Park there 2 weeks ago, walking home from work, and I think they were bike messengers. They were the Sox fans there. They were talking about the Bears. And the guy, I said, yeah, even though, he goes, yeah, the Sox lost like 20 games in a row. That was back then. I said, well, yeah, you still root for them. He goes, well, where you come from? And it's because, I originally was a Reds fan, and of course, I rooted for the Sox and the Cubs, but you can't do that in the city. You got to pick one or the other. Cubs are doing a little better than the Sox, but not too much better. The Cubs are trying to get back above 500. The Sox are the worst team in baseball this year. They quickest team to 100 losses, and that's what Kevin's referring to. Kevin, you knew the Tigers were going to pick up at least a few games here in Chicago. I think he only won one against the Cubs there, but he probably won more against the White Sox. So there you go. Maybe the hope springs eternal for the Detroit Tigers. Maybe you can make the playoffs still yet. I don't know. It's gonna be hard. You're hurting this year too. You're not the best team either. I'm talking about the Detroit Tigers, along with the Cubs and the White Sox. The White Sox are certainly the worst team. But we'll see. We'll see what the Bears do. We'll switch to rooting for the Bears here. Maybe they'll give us something to get excited about. Thanks so much, Christopher, for staying on. I know I lashed out before. It wasn't at you. It was the general frustration. I wish I would have saw. So look at this. Because of my cousin. Look, it shows you how history or content changes on a dime. I had to go out of town last weekend to go to my cousin's bachelor party, so I was out. Wasn't in Chicago on Friday. Somebody offered me to go in the Cubs game on Friday, and that's where Stephen Colbert. He threw out the pitch. He sang the 7th inning stretch, and he's been doing his show all last week, 4 days last week. Stephen Colbert did his show here at the Auditorium Theater. Let me drink my water here real quick. Here's the inside, the box office of the Auditorium Theater. And we've shown this before. Of course, this is Roosevelt University, but the auditorium is still here. Stephen Colbert was airing his show last week because of the DNC. You see how there's 3 steps down? This is how much this side of the building has sunk. It's settled. Here's the box office, the will call here for the Auditorium Theater. Theater for the People there, 1889. Louis Sullivan designed this. It's such a beautiful, and because, we talked about how you can tour it. I should do a tour sometime. Because it's load-bearing walls, the walls are real thick. It's sunk and settled on this side. It was a floating on the clay there, and this is how much the Auditorium Theater is sunk on one side, almost over a foot. And you see how thick the walls are. These are how thick the walls are. And they widened Ida B. Wells, which used to be Congress, and that's why the sidewalk is on the inside here. But hey, thanks for tuning in here. Welcome to Chicago. And we'll go across Wabash here under the L tracks. Trying to drink my water here. Hey, I see a lot more of this where they do like advertisements in chalk on the sidewalks, which is interesting. See, we're down by Columbia College. Buddy Guys Legends is down that way. Here's a hostel, the Ira and Nick Harris Family Hostel. Probably the largest hostel in the loop of Chicago here. Probably the largest hostel in the city. Right here at Wabash and Ida B. Wells Hosteling International. Oh yeah, Louis Sullivan. That's why I try to point out his works anytime you know. Hey, they got a cafecito right here. There's the L train going by. I almost missed it. Ha! Scenes of the city. Yeah, Hostling International. Hostling International. There it is. 24 east side of E. Wells. Yeah, you got it. They made this city work. Look how much, look at the lengths they had to go through to make this city work. It was so flat and swampy, they had to raise the streets. Then they had to dig 2 miles out into the lake to get clean drinking water, and that wasn't enough. Then they had to reverse the Chicago River, and then they had to do the deep tunnel system. What is this? Deeper into the well, okay. So here we'll head down the street here. This guy might confront me here because I didn't realize I'm just walking down the public street here filming Stephen Colbert and stuff like that. So we'll see if he confronts me and we'll try to head across the street here. How you doing? Appreciate it. Thank you doing. And there's the, we'll stay on this side here so I can film the Harold Washington Library here. Of course, they got the beautiful, what time we got here? 12:36. I usually lose my connection if we go up there. They got the Winter Garden at the top. Those thick walls, you get in there, you got to go up a series of either elevators or escalators to get to the top. But there's a Winter Garden. There's so many TikToks of people going up there. It's not really a hidden gem. It's well known, but it's not used as much. Even just like the library is not used that much. But amazing thing, if you join the Chicago Public Library, if you show them a proof of residence there, you can check out a free entry to any one of the museums. And they got free internet. They got a Winter Garden. And a lot of branches throughout all the neighborhoods, not just downtown here. Here's the largest one, Harold Washington. They redid this, or built this library in this location in the early 1990s. We'll head up State Street here. We'll head to the loop there. Yeah, thanks for accepting Chicago as part of America. I appreciate it too. Yeah, they got those big owls up there. They got those the owls that signify wisdom. A lot of, see right there, you see that owl up there? Here comes the siren there. I'll zoom into the, this is postmodern. Here comes some police coming down the street here, so let's see what happens here. So there's 2 undercover police officers heading up State Street. So here we'll head across Van Buren. This is Van Buren. There's vintage skyscrapers over there. Yeah, here's underneath Van Buren. That way. Yeah, there's the Fisher's building. Look at the Fisher's building, how nice it looks there. Vintage skyscrapers, the old Colony building. Oops. So we'll head up State Street. We'll check out the loop here a little bit. Look at the Mini Baby. Yeah, you could use the Mini Baby. Let's go through here. Let's see if we can maintain my connection here. I just want to. Yeah, there's a Barnes and Noble's bookstore in here. I think there's some like music stores in here. This is DePaul University has this building down here. Yeah, so we got a Barnes & Noble in here. University stuff here. Hey, there's a Sparrow. There's the DePaul Center Barnes & Noble here. Loop Life office. College of Communication. Yeah, there's some of all the happenings there at DePaul University. Let's see if we can go through this bookstore here. So this, yeah, up until they opened a new Barnes & Noble on Diversey. Not that I'm for the big corporate chains, of course, support your local mom and pop bookstores, but something's better than nothing. So the same, I think in October they're planning on opening the new Barnes & Noble in North Milwaukee and Damon, where the Vitamin Vault used to be there, the old Knoll State Bank building, historic building there. So once that opens, I can't wait to do a TikTok on that and show that. But yeah, we just left the Barnes & Noble at the DePaul Center here, and we're down here at where we at here? We're at Jackson, in between Wabash. Yeah, we'll show this little alley. Every once in a while we show this little box alley. It has a coffee shop in it. Jay, City Walking Girl, has shown it, and other people. I'm sure this Gemini has shown it as well. We'll cross the street here real quickly. We're in the Loop of Chicago here, down by Jackson and Wabash here. We'll show this little dead-end alley where they got a coffee shop here, right across from all this DePaul University stuff here. Very collegiate looking. Look at these, even here in the Loop here, that looks like the Ivory Towers there. But here, look at this. Yeah, here it is. Hero Coffee. How you doing? That's beautiful. That nice little Pickwick Place right here. You can come down here and go to Hero Coffee Roast in the Loop here. And yeah, this is a little building, and let's see if we can look in here. The coffee shop right here. Look at that. Look at this coffee shop here. How you doing here? Hero Coffee. So you can sit right here. Pickwick Place, 20 East Jackson. Hey, get some iced coffee there, Julie. How you doing there? Thanks for tuning in there. Merc, how you doing there? Yeah, it smells pretty good. It smells better than an alley. It usually smells. Isn't that nice how they use that there? And they restored that, you know, that it was kind of like a leftover nook there. Nooks and crannies. The amazing density of the Loop here. Wabash. Hey, you like that, Mary Therese? That's good. Clumsy Cow Barbecue. Hey, brisket right here. Clumsy Cow. Here it is, the central camera. Look at that beautiful sign there. And Kodak. Yeah, look at that. Industrials. Here's Shecker. All these nice shops here. On a hot sunny day here. We got to be over 90 degrees now. Finally. Go to the Shecker. Wabash Street here. We'll head up to Adams here. Thanks for tuning in here for our little loop walk here, 1244. Yeah, I'll probably still head over to State Street. We might go under Miller's. We'll see if we can go through the Palmer House, Hilton to head over to State. I'll go in the back way. We'll see. My connection might drop out once I get in the thick walls there, the old vintage hotels. Sometimes we have a hard time. But, you know, most of you have already seen the inside of the Palmer House, Hilton, but I'll show it again. It's such a beautiful... There's a fabric place there. Hey, Bob Marley there. Yeah. get your fabrics right here in the loop, right at the Adams and Wabash station here. Here, we'll head into Miller's Pub here, Wabash. We just crossed Adams. That was Route 66. You can see the Sears Tower. Hey, steaks and chops here. Miller's Pub, world famous ribs. Right here, loop of Chicago, 134 South Wabash. Yeah, we walked through that alley. We walked around there. So here's the Palmer House. So please bear with me if I lose my connection. I'm streaming 3,800 kilobits per second. Watch when I go in here. It might get spotty, but I'm going to try to film that beautiful lobby, and then we'll head out on Monroe there, and then we'll pop out on State Street. But you just join here. We're underneath the L tracks here, the Wabash Avenue side of the Palmer House Hilton here. Here's the L going by. It's hard to see because it's pulling in the station there. So there it is, Palmer House Hilton there. Potters, Chicago. Let's check this out here real quick. Hopefully, see, they got an arcade down here. They got some businesses and shops. Sugar Bliss. There's an arcade. You can cut straight through at the lower level, but if you go to the left here and go upside, you're going to Potters, which is the bar there. Let's see if we can check out the historic lot. This will look good on the widescreen here. Side rooms here. There's some of the. So I'm losing my connection, so I'm gonna go this way here.
What time you get up today? 6? 6, yeah.
Hey, my connection's coming back. This is good. So this is the registration, the check-in desk here for the Palmer House Hilton. Here's the main lobby. Look at this beautiful lobby here, the Palmer House Hilton. I'm sure you've seen TikToks on this before. Several other people have done this. We'll head up the escalator here so I can spin around and show you this beautiful interior lobby. Of course, Potter Palmer married Bertha Honore. She was a socialite. Her family were real estate developers, the Honores, and that's why there's a street called Honore in Bucktown, Wicker Park area. But then Potter Palmer, this is the third iteration. There were 3 hotels. The first one burnt down in the Great Chicago Fire. The second one, they tore down to build this third iteration that they built in the 1920s so they could add modern air conditioning, elevators, and increase the capacity of the hotel. And this is the Palmer House Hilton here in the loop of Chicago. Isn't it nice, Michael? Angel, you seeing this? K Closet. Yeah, Christopher. You want to try the subway? Hey, that's good, Christopher. Yeah. I saw you posted, and that was months ago. New York City's got those cars where you can walk from one end of the car to the other like they have in Tokyo and Europe. That's nice. Our subways are pretty old. Still the old CTA cars. You'll rock and roll there. But yeah, check out the red line or the blue lines. We got only 2 real subway lines, and they're not subways the whole way. It's only small portions of them. But thanks, Christopher. But yeah, the Palmer House Hilton. Look at that. We're streaming clear to the rear. Here's the bar, the Potter's Bar, and it goes to the right there. And the beautiful ceiling here. It's almost like the Sistine Chapel there. And then, yeah, you know, the Empire Room, they got it all dark in there, but there's other rooms you can rent. And weddings, there's always weddings and other events going on here. You got to go back down to the ground level here. Hey, thanks for tuning in, everybody. How you doing here? So here we'll head back out to State Street. We'll go by the Chicago Theater. What time we got here? 12:50, so we got 10 minutes. Yeah, let's walk through this. Since it's hot, yeah, we can cross the street right here. We're crossing right through the Carson Prairie Scott here. They got these amazing murals. Scott. They got all these amazing murals down here where the loading area is. Beautiful artwork. It's hard for me to maintain my camera down here. Yeah, you can walk through. I saw that, Christopher. That's good. So here, if you just tuned in here, we're underneath the former Carson Prairie Scott here. I'm losing my connection here, so I knew it would happen here. It's okay. We'll get it back. It'll come roaring back here once we get. I'll show you why I lost it. It's just too many floors. We're underneath too many floors of building here. Yeah, it's coming back. So I knew I was going to lose my connection there, but I wanted to give it a try to walk through that. See, that's why we lost our connection. We walked through that. There's another one here for the TJ Maxx and the other stuff that's here. We'll head over to State Street here. We got 12:52. How's everybody doing here? Thanks for turning in on a Monday, middle of the day here. Yeah, the Gothic Target here. If we cross the street, we can film the beautiful facade here. There's the L pulling into the station there. Chipotle, Jimmy John's, TJ Maxx, Gothic Target. This used to be Carson Prairie Scott. And look at the vintage skyscrapers here on State Street, that brick one there. That's the old vintage skyscraper here. Look at the, yeah, this is Louis Solomon ornamentation here. The cast iron around the original Carson Prairie Scott that he designed around 1901, 1905. We'll head up, we'll head up around State Street here. Yeah, you see, the murals are hidden. Yeah, that's why I wanted to show them, because I didn't realize they were down there either. We discovered them last year. They were there for a while. I just didn't usually go that way. That's why me doing this, despite all my frustrations, it's good, because it helps me discover stuff that was always there. Keep up to date with the new happenings of the city. Stuff that's closed, stuff that's reopened, things that change over time. You can go see Back to the Future there, the musical at the Cadillac Palace. We're on State Street here. Yeah, the Red Line subway's underneath us here, this portion of the loop. And one block over is the Blue Line subway, which will take you to O'Hare. You go north and west here. We're on, they're going to extend the Red Line further south. It's going to go further south in 95th. They just awarded some of those contracts to some of the local firms, contractors. Hey, smiley face. I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's just two eyes. Hey, we're over to the Macy's, Marshall Fields, State Street, block 37's right there. AMC movie theaters above. You got the light there. Look at the beautiful clock tower there. Yeah, the Gothic Target. Everywhere I go, there's somebody walking straight towards me here. Yeah, you see the corncob buildings there in the distance, Marina Towers. Yeah, you see them. Yeah, we'll go by the Chicago Theater. We'll cross the street here. We'll get a good view. Hey, look at that car. There, we got the light. Another vintage skyscraper. This one's the Reliance building. There's the Chicago Theater, looking north on State Street. Hey, they got all the flags out on the Macy's here. Clock 37.
One day you still ain't gonna get it.
Yeah, we got all kinds of cuisine here. That's the great thing about it. It's another reason I don't miss the how's it going? How you doing? That's another reason I don't miss the I don't miss the comment scroll on TikTok because I'm tired of asking favorite pizza, favorite Chicago style hot dogs. There's so much better cuisine. Don't tell people I said that than Chicago style pizza or Chicago style hot dogs. Man, they're really flying around. They were going north and now they're going south. I don't know if that's the same police officers we saw earlier, but they're flying through the middle of the State Street. I'm sure they got a reason to be doing that. They're just testing out their engines, playing with the sirens. No, I'm joking. They would never do that. Hey, Charlie, how you doing there? Thanks everybody for tuning in here. Welcome to Chicago. Yeah, RuPaul's All Stars Chicago Theater. Happy Monday. Yeah, we'll stay on this side. Here's the Nederlander Theater. Looking nice there. Harry Potter. I guess you can see Harry Potter there. The Latinicities is closed, so they said there's a food hall. I remember going up there. That was years ago. It's been closed for a while, but the sign's still there. Here, we'll cross Randolph here. We'll go right by the Chicago Theater. 1257 here. Thanks for tuning in. Something to see, yeah, scenes of the city here. It's nice and hot. Yeah, we'll head to the beach on TikTok tonight. And I brought my sandals so I can dip my toe in the water. There's the Gene Siskel Film Center. Here's the Red Line subway here, the Chicago Theater. So we'll look at that nice view there. You see the Jewelers building behind it there. Chicago Theater marquee here. Hannah Gatsby, Squeeze, September 5th. So they got the sign back going. They turned it off last week. It was so funny. Not only did they close up the whole where you could view the newscast, they turned off the sign even. They didn't even want people to know this was a news agency, just in case. It's hard to see there with the glare there if they're doing the live broadcast or not. There's Chicago Theater. So we saw the inside of the Palmer House Hilton. We saw the nice little box alley with the Hero Cafe coffee. We saw the Buckingham Fountain in Millennium Park. We'll head across Lake Street here. So tomorrow we'll probably do the River Walk. See what's happening that way. Here comes the train pulling into the station here underneath the Lake Street, Satan Lake station here on the loop. There's the Witt Hotel. State Street. There's the Rita Tower, at least one of them. We'll head back towards Michigan Avenue here. No, I appreciate you all tuning in. I'm glad you get what I'm trying to do here. Sometimes I question myself, like, why am I doing this? I'm doing it for you guys. We got a nice community here of people. Same with TikTok. It hurts my feelings that, people get angry with the comments or they get angry with the moderators. I don't know how to deal with it. So my latest attempt is doing the sub-only chats. I know not everybody likes it, but thanks for understanding. It's just, we've tried it every different number of ways, and if I'm going to remain on TikTok at all, it's going to be with sub-only chats, because that's the only way I can maintain my sanity. And I wish I was a better live streamer. I wish I wouldn't let the comment scroll affect me, but it does. I'm just a sensitive person, overly sensitive. And thanks for understanding. Thanks for being nice on me in the comments here on YouTube. I don't want to force to have a whole moderator team deal with that, because it doesn't solve the problem, And here's the green line heading around. It just leads to more drama, and it's nothing, no fault against my moderators. They do a great job. Hey, did you hear the horn? There was the horn there on the L. That was the L train horn. The L train actually has a horn. And there probably was somebody on the platform that was either on the tracks or trying to cross. And they were like, you better get off that third rail. You know, very dangerous, very dangerous. There's the Trump Tower, looking up Wabash here. There's Wabash the other way. But it's getting hot. It's going to be really hot. It'll be a great time to head to the beach later today. So if you want to follow along there, I don't expect anybody to subscribe. Thanks for watching here on YouTube, where you can comment for free. You can comment for free. All my reruns are free. It hurts my feelings that people are like, I'm not going to watch your page. I'm like, you can watch the reruns for free, and they still will. That's the funny thing. It'll still pop up into your For You page unless you block my account. And some people probably get tired of hearing my voice. They will block me. I understand. Get tired of me whining and complaining all the time. There's the Broken English Taco Pub over there. JC Rivera's good work. Here, Lake and Garland Court. Sometimes we walk down Garland Court here. It turns into an alley. Go to the lower levels of Michigan there. It's like Gotham. But thanks everybody for tuning in. Yeah, check out Christopher Dodson's great content there. He has a lot of content on YouTube. YouTube doesn't help out the live streamers unless you're like this Gemini. They like 4K, 60 frames per second, no talking videos. That's what does well on YouTube, which I appreciate this Gemini for providing that. You got that as an option. And feel free to watch this Gemini if you're angry at me. I understand. This Gemini does a great job of covering the city. There's other options. While I follow City Walking Girl, there's other options besides me. You don't have to watch my content, but if you do, I appreciate it. And I'll be loyal to you if you're loyal to me here. And that's why I'm still doing TikTok, because I don't want to abandon our subscribers and moderators that have worked so long and helped me out build that account there. But I'm still angry at TikTok, so that hasn't changed. And TikTok doesn't care whether I'm angry with them or not. They don't need me at all. They've proven that, you know, they don't care if they drive away their creators. They'll just get robot creators, and they can still sell stuff with robots and like Russian spies. Here, we'll cross Michigan Avenue. There's that great view to the Wrigley Building, to John Hancock, looking up Michigan Avenue. We walked down there this morning. Thanks everybody for being such a great audience. I apologize for losing my temper earlier. I just don't take, even if people are joking, I don't think people are trying to criticize you. We just give me feedback. I appreciate that. So we'll talk to you later. How you doing? Appreciate it. We'll have a good evening here, and thanks for watching. We'll see you on TikTok tonight. Thanks a lot there, Christopher. Yeah, you're right, Christopher. Christopher, you're exactly right. Thanks, Dahmer. Thanks for understanding. Thanks for your support, Bill. And Michael, John James, Sharon, Dolores. Thanks, everybody else. Angel. Yeah, Dahmer. Thanks for whizzing. Krista, thanks, everybody else. May, thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you later. See you later today. Thanks, Julie. Okay, bye.